me if you will. The scent of gardenias hung heavy in the air, and there was a faint, indistinct buzzing of insects coming from everywhere, but nowhere in particular. It was a balmy day in June, and I had assumed the position. That position from which I learned so much in my childhood, sitting cross-legged on the driveway with my father as he tinkered on one of our cars. You see, my father was a colonel in the Air Force. He stood 6 feet, 6.5 inches tall, and was 285 pounds on his meanest day. My father had a personality that entered the room 5 minutes before he did. He was always tinkering on or fiddling with something, and I would help him. On this particular day, as on so many other times in my life, he stopped in the middle of his thought, and he said, "Pay attention, kid. This is a road sign in your life. You have to decide if you're going to follow it or not." Road signs on the high road of life. My father endeavored every day to find significance. You see, significance has nothing whatsoever to do with what your title is, or what your position is, or what your perceived power is. Significance is all about how many lives you touch and the manner in which you choose to impact them. The colonel said, "Lauren Ann, anyone can be successful. Choose to be significant." It's about picking your battles. Anyone who has kids understands picking your battles. Anyone who's been married for any length of time understands picking your battles. Here's how I pick my battles in life. I ask myself, is this fundamental to my safety or anyone else's safety? My serenity or my productivity? And if it's not fundamental to one of those three things, your safety, your serenity, or your productivity, I propose to you that it's probably not a battlefield issue for you. The colonel used to say, "Lauren Ann, is this the hill you want to die on today?" Ask yourself if it's the hill you want to die on. And if it's not a battlefield issue for you, don't fight it. So I'd like to share with you a gesture that I have learned from my husband. It's a nice gesture, don't worry. If you would all just reach up with a comfortable fist. If it is not a battlefield issue for you, I encourage you to simply flush it. Often, my husband will see me across a room, and he'll see the hackles begin to go up on the back of my neck. We've been married for 32 years. He could just see the hackles start to come up on the back of my neck. So he'll catch my attention. Tell me he loves me. Usually it's when I'm surrounded by his family. Pick your battles. Folks, the most powerful example of choosing significance that I've ever seen in my life came not from the colonel, but from a chance meeting with a woman named Valerie in October of 2007. In Charlotte, North Carolina, in the airport in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was flying through Charlotte on that day. I had a 3-hour layover. I got off of the plane, and after I got off the jet bridge, I did what everyone does when they get off the jet bridge, and that is what? They go to the bathroom. And I come around the corner, and I hear someone singing in the bathroom. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, walking into a public restroom and hearing someone singing, my first thought was, yeah, I don't have to go to that. But I did have to go to that. So I continued on in, and I encountered Valerie. Valerie stood 5 feet, 5 inches tall. She wore wire-rimmed glasses, had cornrows in her hair, and wore a crisp, starched uniform shirt. No lines, no waiting, no waiting, no lines. Everybody gets a seat. Everybody gets a seat. Hey, welcome to Valerie's Happy Restroom. her stall. She says, oh, looky here. And I got the penthouse because you did it. You are the VIP. Very important that you get a seat. Valerie's Happy Restroom. This is where you go be happy. I was astounded. Especially when I discovered that she wasn't looking for tips. I had a 3-hour layover, so I found out when she had a break, and I offered to buy her a cup of coffee. You see, I wanted to find out the secret to her success. I mean, I was enjoying my job. I wasn't singing about it. If she could have such an amazing attitude and such a seemingly menial job, I wanted to know what she was drinking. So we sat down for coffee. She says, ain't no secret, Miss Long. Sunshine on the inside makes sunshine on the outside. If you can't have fun at work, don't go. I said, Valerie, how do you do it? How do you deal with all of the grumpy people and the snippy travelers? She says, they're just lost, Miss Long. Might be pushing on them, pushing on them, pushing on them. They're running so fast, they don't know where they're going. They forget to stop and look around them sometimes. See, that's where I come in. The good Lord put me here to remind people that sunshine on the inside makes sunshine on the outside. Ain't nobody responsible for sunshine but you. You gotta make your own sunshine. I said, Valerie, don't you ever want more? What more could I want, Miss Lauren? Every day, thousands of people come into Valerie's Happy Restroom. I made them smile. I made you smile. I send thousands of smiles back out into the world every day. What more could I want than that? My father, the Colonel, encouraged me to seek significance every day. I am the Colonel's daughter. It's a choice I make every day. Each and every one of you has that same choice every day. I do so hope you will join the quest with me.